Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I hope that you are doing fine. My name is Dr. Ismail Abbasi, and today I'm going to talk about types of novels. In English literature, as you know, the most prominent genre is novel writing, and novel is divided into various types depending upon the characteristics, features, settings, and themes. A novel would have a certain format, and that format would certainly follow a particular thematic pattern as well, depending upon its format. So, what is a novel? A novel is an invented prose narrative of considerable length and a certain complexity that deals imaginatively with human experiences, usually through a connected sequence of events involving a group of persons in a specific setting within its broad framework. The genre of novel has encompassed an extensive range of types and styles. These styles include picaresque novel, epistolary novels, gothic novels, romantic novels, realist novel, historical novel, and many others that I would like to talk in today's session. A novel in its extended form is a prose fiction that has almost 50,000 words according to the Aspects of Novel by E.M. Foster, where these 50,000 words is a yardstick concerning everyday events of ordinary people. So, novel would have another smaller form which is called as novella. Novella is a prose fiction longer than a short story but shorter than a novel. Example: Dr. Jekyll and Hyde and Siddhartha could also be included into this particular type, or The Fox by D.H. Lawrence can be part of novella, or The Man Who Was King by Rudyard Kipling can be considered as a type of novella because of their length, which is bigger than short stories but way shorter than a novel. Picaresque, now a pseudonym. First, let's go to that and then we'll talk about the types of the novels. So, pseudonyms, a false name or alias used by a writer desiring not to use his or her real name, sometimes called as a pen name. For example, Marian Evan, which who uses George Eliot as a name in her writings, and the famous of all was Milan the Floss. So there are many other writers who have assumed these pen names or kalmi naam or pseudonames in order to be accepted in the particular field in which they are writing. So, novel would have a series of novels related to it, and now you can see a novel, for instance, detective fiction. They have extended series Twilight Saga and that novel Harry Potter. These are the novels which have extended thematic expansion in plot, setting, character, or all of three. Chronicle of Narnia is also an example of a series of novels. Genre category used to specify literary works, usually by form, technique, or content. So the genres of the novel could be various other subtypes such as picturesque, epistolary, Bildungsroman, and many other. Likewise, genres of literature could be poetry, novel, short stories, and non-fiction works of prose or essay writing as well. Let's talk about various forms with the help of relevant example and see that how these various types of the novel carry various distinct themes, and those themes are elaborated through these particular types of the novel. The first of these types is a picturesque novel. What is a picturesque novel? A picturesque novel, which is an early form of the novel, usually a first person narrative relating to the adventures of a rogue or low born adventure Spanish picaro as he drifts from place to place and from a social milieu to another in his effort to survive. So, a picturesque novel can be seen through the example of an early novel on which English novel bases itself was written by Don Quixote, and this particular novel was titled as Don Quixote, and the writer was the Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes, and the novel was published in two parts in 1605 and 1615. And this one, the novel is the mostly widely read classics of the Western literature, originally conceived as a parody of chivalric romances that had long been in literary vogue. It describes realistically what befalls an aging knight who, his head bemused by reading such romances, sets out on his old horse Rocinante with his pragmatic squire Sancho Panza to seek adventure. So, in a way, this particular type of novel, picturesque novel, is utilized by the writers to find out or explore the follies or ills of the society, that how a social structure is based on very fragile ideologies, and those ideologies are very superficial in nature. Joseph Andrews is also another such novel by uh, Henry Fielding, who also explores similar thematic pattern from by wandering from place to place in the society. So another type of the novel, the second type of the novel is epistolary novel. It is a novel that is told through the medium of letters written by one or more of the characters, originating with Samuel Richardson's Pamela or Virtue Rewarded, published in 1740, the story of a servant girl's victorious struggle against her master's attempt to seduce her. It was of the earliest forms of novel to be developed and remained one of the most popular up to the 19th century. The epistolary novel's reliance on subjective point of view makes it the forerunner of the modern psychological novel. The example of epistolary novel can be seen in The Color Purple by African American writer Alice Walker, in whose the characters Celie and her sister Nettie, they write to each other, and while writing to each other they describe their own situation and they describe their own circumstances. And Celie at the start of the novel writes letters to the God Almighty, in which she describes her situation, her miserable plight, where she was subjugated and she was exploited by the male members of her family. So, Silly, the protagonist and the narrator of The Color Purple, is a poor, uneducated 14 years old black girl living in rural Georgia. Silly starts writing letters to God because her father, Alfonso, beats and rapes her. Likewise, later on, her husband, Mr. Albert, also applies the same technique of beating her. So, in a way, in order to allow herself the kind of much needed catharsis that she needed, so she starts talking to God in the form of letters, and her situation is revealed through those particular letters. And each chapter of the novel is divided into various letters written to God and later to her sister Nettie. Likewise, another example of epistolary novel can be seen in Aravind Adiga's White Tiger, where Balram Halwai writes letters to the Chinese premier indicating the condition of his home in rural India. Another type of novel is adventure novel. Adventure novel where exciting events and more important than characters development and sometimes theme occur, and the characters move from place to place in order to fulfill the quest of adventure and explore all the blessings of nature and comes into contact with other human beings and learn from those particular experiences. So, the example of adventure novel can be seen in The Alchemist, that is published by Paulo Coelho, which tells the story of the mystical journey of Santiago, an Andalusian shepherd boy who embarks on an adventure to the pyramids of Egypt in search of worldly treasure. His quest is fraught with hardships and unexpected challenges, but leads him to the riches far different and more satisfying than he imagined. So, in a way, he starts this particular journey through a dream that he sees, and when he starts following that particular dream, when he starts going to the pyramids, and then in on his way he finds out various people to whom he feels connected, and he learns from a teacher as well. So the materialistic adventurous journey is in a way a spiritual journey, a spiritual quest where he learns from his experiences and various encounters. Epilogue is another type of the novel. Epilogue is a moral fable usually featuring personified animals or inanimate objects that act like people to allow the author to comment on the human condition. The example of this particular type of novel can be seen in animal form, and which is a kind of classical novel in English literature by George Orwell. So, Animal Farm is a novel about a group of animals who control the farm they live on. The animals get fed up of their master, Farmer John's, so they kick him out. Once they are free of John's, life on the farm is good for a while, and there is a hope for a happier future of less work, better education, and more food. However, trouble brews as the pigs, Napoleon and Snowball, fight for the hearts and minds of the other animals on the farm. Napoleon seizes power by force and ends by exploiting the animals just as Farmer Jones had done. The novel ends with pigs behaving and even dressing like human beings, and the animals tried to get rid of the first place. So, in a way, this particular fable is a kind of replica where the animals replicate the kind of injustices, the kind of fights, the kinds of cruelty, and the kinds of tyrannies inflicted upon the majority of the poor people by a few controlling figures, as we observe in our human society, that the rulers or the controllers or the monarchs, they behave in a manner that the animals observe and start behaving likewise. Another type of novel would be biographical novel. Biographical or autobiographical novel is a kind of account related to memoirs or related to the personal life of an individual. Biography is an account that is written by another person about your life, whereas autobiography is a novel based on the author's life experiences, and the writers write about their own choices, their own life circumstances, and their own experiences during the past years. So, the novel The Sun Also Rises, a novel by Hemingway, can be traced and can be seen by following the autobiographical elements in the novel. So, The Sun Also Rises captures the existential disillusionment of characters or characteristics of the lost generation. Its main character, like John Brett and their acquaintances, are mentally, emotionally, and morally lost. Their lives lack meaningful foundations, and their romantic attachments are fleeting. Although they regularly go out together, their rivalry is often joyless. So, when we read the detail about this particular novel, so here we find that how Jack and his physical disability is similar to the disability or similar to the problem that Hemingway faced in his own lifetime when he was wounded, and the kind of existential crisis that Hemingway himself was going through could be traced through the character of Jack, and how he and Jack follow the similar patterns of the lost generation, and where they in a way stay disillusioned, or where they go through the kind of stage or the process where they experience that this universe or this life on earth is a kind of meaningless and it has no true foundation. And that is why later on in his life Hemingway took his own life by committing a suicide because of his existential crisis. Another type of novel is Bildungsroman novel or coming of age novel. Coming of age story is a type of novel where the protagonist is initiated into adulthood, knowledge, and experience. A Bildungsroman novel is a novel that focuses on a character's psychological and moral development from childhood to adulthood. The term comes from the German works Bildung and Roman, which mean education and novel, respectively. So, the example of Bildung's Roman novel can be traced in a portrait of the artist as a young man published by James Joyce. And here, James Joyce kind of shows the development of the protagonist Stephen Douglas and how Stephen Douglas achieves maturity or passes through the experiences of adolescent into young age, and the novel starts from the experiences using the stream of consciousness as a technique when he recounts his childhood experiences. So this novel that is also called as Kuntal's Roman novel or Bildung's Roman novel, which is the a story of coming of the age, and the novel explores the intellectual emotional development of Stephen Douglas, a young man who questions and rebels against the Catholic Irish convention of his home, and later on in his society he learns from his experiences through epiphany and through his encounter with politics and religion, and at the end he goes and chooses the path that leads him to be an artist, and that is why the title A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man is given to this particular novel, because it traces the development and developmental stages or growth of Stephen Douglas from his childhood to the advanced ages. Another type of novel is epic novel. An epic novel is an extended narrative poem recounting actions, travels, adventures, and heroic episodes, and written in high style. And the example would be Homer's Iliad, and later on in novels writing, because the novel is a creation of post 16th century. So here Henry Fielding's novel the Joseph Andrews, where Fielding termed this particular novel as a comic epic poem in prose. It has many similarities to the classical epics, like a variety of characters from different social classes and a journey by the protagonist that involves many places, people, and incident. So here the character of Joseph Andrews in a way relates to the life and experiences of Prophet Joseph, and other mighty characters are also part of this particular novel, such as Abraham. So in this particular novel we see Joseph wandering from place to place after his encounter of seduction and his encounter with many other people, and he goes from place to place and learns from his own experiences. Another type of the novel would be fantasy novel. Fantasy novel, any novel that is disengaged from reality and the characters are often non human. For example, The Hobbit is an example of this particular novel, and here in this particular novel, The Hobbit is set in Middle Earth and follows the home loving Bilbo Baggins, the hobbit of the title, who joins the wizard Gandalf and the 13 dwarves of the Torrens Company on a quest to reclaim the dwarves' home and the treasures from the dragon Smag. So here you can see that this particular novel later on converted into a film as well, where we see many elements of fantasy are involved in this particular novel, because this novel is a story that is produced as a result of imagination rather than the documentation of fact. Like we can see in non-fiction, text is not fictional, designed primarily to explain, argue, instruct, or describe rather than to entertain. So the function of novel writing is the entertainment, that is art for art's sake, and the novel is written for extensive type of reading in order to indirectly instruct or indirectly transmit some of the ideas or philosophies, and that we can see is transmitted through the Hobbit. And that is why we see that most of these particular genres are very famous among the readers, and when they are later converted into movies, and they are blockbuster movies, and people earn and learn from these particular experiences after watching these films. Another type of the novel is regional novel. Regional novel is a novel that is faithful to a particular geographic region and its people, including behavior, custom, speech, history. For example, To Kill a Mockingbird can be seen as an example, but here the as an example I would like to talk about Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, who uses the technique of appropriation of the local culture, values, and tradition, and that is based on the tragic fall of the protagonist Okonko and the Igbo culture. Okonko is a respected and influential leader within the Igbo community of Umofia in eastern Nigeria. He first earns personal fame and distinction and brings honor to his village when he defeats Amelins the cat in a wrestling contest. Okonko determines to gain titles for himself and becomes a powerful and wealthy man in spite of his father's weakness. So, here in this particular novel, we can trace the evolution of colonialism, that how colonial empire set foot in a land that is a kind of non native to those colonizers, but they ruin peace and harmony and values and tradition of the local culture. So here we can see that how Chinua Achebe incorporates local culture, local names through the use of the local characters such as Okonko, Igbo, Obi, Chai, Umofia, and many other things related to the local values and traditions are explored in this particular novel. But later on we see that how the protagonist, who uh, kind of presents himself as a revolutionary and a resistant leader, is perished because of the power of guns of the colonizers. So here these particular novel talks about the local values and tradition, that can be termed as a regional novel. The next type of novel is very interesting, which is called as Gothic novel, because it incorporates supernatural appearances, supernatural creatures. The tale often featuring mad monks, castle, ancestral halls, ruined abbeys, innocent maiden held captive by evil male ghost or the spirit. Here you can see the many novels have been written, such as Anne Radcliffe's novels, the castle of Otranto and Northanger Abbey, but I would like to talk about the the classics of the classic novel, which is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, because this is my all-time favorite novel, as well as this is a particular novel that is Gothic in nature. Gothic novels usually feature supernatural elements, ominous settings, and threats to young women, often involving imprisonment in an isolated mansion. Here, the author Emily Bronte incorporates supernatural elements such as the possibility of the ghost into her novel and presents Wuthering Heights as an archetypal Gothic building full of dark and the mysterious secrets, and that is why we see the character of Heathcliff is also full of mysteries, also full of suspense and surprises, and his encounter with Catherine Earnshaw, where Catherine is also a kind of involved into Heathcliff romantically as well, and the famous line of English literature, Cathy, I am Heathcliff. So Catherine, calls herself as Heathcliff. So Heathcliff is a mysterious, dark complexioned character who takes on revenge from the people who did wrong to him. So this is very interesting read for you as an example of Gothic novel. The next type of the novel is the novel of sentimentality or the novel of sensibility. Sentimental novel is a novel of manners of women in more cultured setting, often involving seduction in plot and often more epistolary in nature. Jane Austen's works, Charlotte's Temple, The Conquest, and the Power of Sympathy can be seen as examples of this particular type of novel. Pride and Prejudice also follows the element of the novel of manners or the novel of sentimental or the novel of sensibility. The novel turns to the manner or the inner life of its character, their feelings, the secret passion in an invention of the 18th century. Jane Austen's novels are written in the time is influenced by the novel of manners as well as by the sentimental novel, and yet sentimental must not be misunderstood as soppy or tearful. So here in this particular novel, where we see the Elizabeth and her sisters in search of love, marriage, and relationship, and that the novel starts with the line, and that line is very important in English literature as well, that a man with good fortune must be in want of a good wife, whereas in this particular novel we see that women stay in search of good husbands. So this particular type of novel follows the characteristics of the novel of manners. Another type of important type of the novel is detective novel. A detective story features an investigator attempting to solve a crime, often as the main character. This may take place in both modern and historical settings. Often detective characters serve as an informal investigator position and which can provide complicating details for the plot of the story. So this particular novel is very important in the present digital era as well, because we see that many characters are created and born, and especially in the time of creation of saga series, where multiple chapters of a movie are created and films are created because of the particular interest of the audience in detective fiction. Sherlock Holmes, a famous movie later on, is based on the novels, is a fictional detective created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and is considered one of the most well known detective characters in English literature. Holmes is a consulting detective and who uses his keen observation skills, logical reasoning, and forensic science to solve crimes for both police and the private clients. The Sherlock Holmes stories are considered to be the most popular form of detective novel. Like in Urdu literature, we can relate to Imran series and Imran series, such as my first read of Imran series almost 2 decades or more than 2 decades ago, that was Maut Ki Wadi. So here we can see that all these detective or spy fictions create the kind of suspense and thrill in which audience would like themselves to be entangled and read and understand and enjoy the suspense, and that allows them to be the part of particular story. Another significant type of novel is magic realism. Magic realism incorporates magic in it. Magic realism, or these particular novels, are stories that primarily exist in a realistic world but include elements of magic or fantasy. The author does not overly explain these elements and why they exist. They treat the magical elements as commonly understood parts of the society that do not require justification, just as you would not justify common elements from the real world like technique. So, the example of this particular novel can be seen in the masterpiece that is 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It is an exemplary piece of magic realism in which supernatural is presented as mundane and the mundane as supernatural or extraordinary. The novel presents a fictional story in the fictional setting. He carefully balances realistic elements of life like poverty, house cleaning, with outrageous instances like levitating priests. There are many purposes of this, and one is introduced to the reader the Marcus Columbia, where myths, portents, and legends exist side by side. And here we can see that how the technology and modernity is balanced, and how the characters in a way fly in the flying carpets, and the kind of this is an interesting read, and that allowed a Nobel Prize to Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and this is an interesting read, and all the students of literature should go through this particular masterpiece in order for themselves to enjoy and to see that how magic was blended in a kind of Spanish tradition, and people how learn from that particular story. And there are many other stories by Marquez that follow the similar element. Another significant and important type of contemporary genres of literature in novel writing is monster stories. Monster stories revolved around a single monster or the types of monsters and their interaction with society. Frequently, the monster in a monster story represents a real world issue. A author may use a traditional style of monster and create their own story. So here we can see that the stories where various dragons or various such creatures are created. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein can be seen as an example, and likewise, Game of Thrones, the famous series that created and incorporated monsters in them, and there are many other stories that create the elements of monster. An example of the monsters can be seen in The Lord of Flies by William Golding, where we see a monster story that explores the idea that a monster is a manifestation of evil within each person. The Lord of Flies is a severed pig's head that symbolizes the devil and the beast within the boys. Jack impales the head on a stake as an offering to the beast, and Simon hallucinates that the head is speaking to him, telling him that the boys are the monster and the evil is within everyone. So the kind of conflict between Jack, who was a rebellious boy, and Rolf, who was more of a democratic, leads to the conflict. And this is the story of the boys who are stranded on an island in the midst of the war, where we see that human traditions and human values of fight and counter fight is followed by the boys and those teenagers and littles who kind of fight with each other and start killing each other, and the way the monster and the kind of the ghost appear in this particular story and makes him to be the part of monster studies as well. Another significant type of novel is post-apocalyptic series and post-apocalyptic stories and that take place in a world following a global catastrophe that resulted in near extinction for humanity. The main character in the story may be alone or may be a participant in the new societies that arose after the end of the modern civilization. Post apocalyptic stories are commonly allegorical within the story, offering a perspective on the risk the author feels has not received proper attention in a society. The example of this particular type of novel can be seen in the publication of The Road, that is a post apocalyptic novel by American writer Cormac McCarthy. The book details the growling journey of a father and a young son over several months across a landscape blasted by an unspecified cataclysm that has destroyed industrial civilization and nearly all life. So, when we read this particular narrative and we see that how the boy and the father, they start moving and they go from home to home, from place to place, from city to city, in order to save themselves from the monsters, from the zombies, and from other human beings, and who want to kill each other in order to get some food or shelter or clothes. So the story depicts the kind of elements of post apocalyptic or post Anthropocene, where we see that how human beings are shown to be the reflection of the worst of their culture, values, and traditions. And in post apocalyptic world, like we all have seen in the corona time period, where it was that human beings showed their evil nature and the kind of hoarding and grabbing and inflation and all those money mongering techniques where they didn't take care of the other people, rather it was self-centered approach. So the setting, the theme, the characters, they all represent post-apocalyptic element where a catastrophe that is the available and the extinction or existential crisis are there in the society. Another type of important novel is proletarian novel. Proletarian novel focuses on the lives of the working class individuals, usually written by the authors within the experiences and the connection in a working class industry. Novel is a genre often contains stories compassing characters living their normal lives without fantastical elements. The challenges of proletarian novels are commonly societal in nature. A proletarian novel may include a novel, a social commentary, or focusing on an area where the author feels society is failing to meet the needs of the working class. The example of this particular type of the novel can be seen in the publication of The White Tiger by Aravind Adiga, that talks about a proletariat character named Balram Halwai or Munna, and that particular who later on turned out to become Ashok Sharma by killing his own master because of his own poverty and helplessness. So because it explores social injustice, poverty, and exploitation of the poor by the rich, social injustice, the novel exposes the social problems faced by the common people and their sophisticated lifestyle by the capitalist. Poverty, the novel portrays the realistic picture of Indian society and the suffering caused by inequality imposed by the class elites up and the capitalist upon the working class or upon the individuals or upon the human beings that follow or who experiences all those uh, problems that are experienced by the proletariats. Science fiction. Science fiction or sci-fi novels are also very significant in contemporary world. Science fiction novels take place in a fantasy setting with enhanced technological capabilities. These stories may involve aliens or space travel, life-changing cybernetic technologies, or often fantasies or science elements. Science fiction may also serve as a broad genre for another type of story, such as an epic science fiction, as a humorous science fiction story is also used because it talks about all those advanced equipments and advanced technologies and alien races. The example of science fiction can be seen in The Martian by Andy Weir. It follows astronaut Mark Watney, who is mistakenly left behind on Mars after a dust storm forces his crew to evacuate. While limited supplies and ingenuity, Watney must find a way to survive on a desolate planet while NASA works tirelessly to bring him home. So, in a way, the story talks about how Veterinary survives in the unfavorable situation and unfavorable circumstances when he was all alone on the planet and he had to survive, and he survived at the end of this particular book. Another significant type of the novel is war and conflict novels. War novels take place within war zones. Often, war stories follow main character enlisted in as soldiers in a war. They may also follow citizens living their lives during a war. War novels commonly take place in historical wars, but you may also create a fully fictionalized war for your novel, such as post 9/11 novels, Reluctant Fundamentalist, or The Falling Man by Don DeLillo, can also be seen as examples of the war novels where war is fought. Likewise, there are other war novels such as Gone with the Wind can also be seen, and the novels that are based on First World War, Second World War. But today in this session, I would like to talk about Eye of the Needle, that is written by Welsh author Ken Follett, a ruthless German spy who goes on by the name Henry Faber. Donald Donald Sutherland is on his way back home from England after gathering information about the D-Day invasion for Hitler. Henry, uh, who is actually the Needle, a name that refers to his favorite method of killing, becomes stranded on a storm island with Lucy Cat Nelligan and her husband David Christopher Cazeneuve. Lucy's strained relationship with her disabled husband and leaves her vulnerable to Henry's charm, and a kind of romantic encounter starts between uh, Henry and Lucy. So, in a way, it talks about the problems of spies and the problems of the soldier, and how the soldiers they are affected and they are wounded, and what kind of the issues the war and the conflicts could bring for the people. Another significant type of the novel is young adult fiction. Young adult fiction and caters to an audience of preteens and teenagers as a primary demographic. Novels in this genre may feature themes that people in this age range and they find relatable, such as friendship and young love. Many popular young adult novels are set in a series of the books that follow the same characters for multiple installments, allowing readers to age and develop along with the characters in the series. So, the example of this particular type of novel can be seen in Twilight Saga, in that where high school students Bella Swan and Edward Cullen fall in love for each other, and Swan always a bit of a misfit, doesn't expect life to change much when she moves from sunny Arizona to rainy Washington state. Then she meets Edward Cullen, a handsome but mysterious teen whose eyes seem to peer directly into her soul. Edward is a vampire whose family does not drink blood, and Bella, far from being a frightened, enters into a dangerous romance within her immortal soulmate. So, in a way, this particular novel talks about the development, talks about the problems of the teenagers, talks about the students, and how both Bella and Edward they go through multiple experiences and the underworld of the vampires, where Edward and his family are changed into animals, and they have many other enemies as well. Another significant type of the novel in this session I would like to talk about is digital novel. Here are some of the techniques in digital novels that are used by the authors. First one is hypertext fiction, a non-linear style of storytelling where the reader can make choices and move through the story in their own way. And then immersive storytelling style is used. Digital stories are designed to capture and hold the reader's attention. Then historical or personal narratives are used, a popular form of digital storytelling where the author resonates events in their life. Story structure in the story determines how effectively drama, intrigue, and tensions are created, and then they provide context, analysis, and relevant history to add value to the story. And this form encourages audience participation because use of the social media and interactive tools to encourage the audience to share the stories, and the feedback to the author is also recorded in this particular form very easily. Hypertext fiction on and off the web, kinetic literature produced using Flash software, app fiction for tablets and the smartphone, interactive fiction, text based adventure games, and then fiction writers online. They use various online platforms such as Twitters, emails, blogs, Insta, or many other genres are used nowadays. WhatsApp groups are created to document these type of fiction. Dina Larson's Disappearing Rain is an interesting read for this particular type of digital novel and digital fiction. In essence, the plot revolves around disappearance of Anna and her family's attempt to piece together what has happened to her. The only trace left of Anna, a freshman at the University of California, Berkeley, is an open internet connection in the computer in her neatly furnished dorm room. The detective story unwinds one link at a time, but even as readers explore Anna's disappearance, Larson also orchestrates our own disappearance in the virtual reality of internet. So, and all those particular tabs and the links and the hypertext that are clicked by the readers, they lead the audience to another. In one of the count that I was counting, the story could have easily have multiple hundreds of narratives, and those hundreds of narratives were recorded in that particular session, in that particular target, where everyone was where everyone or every reader or every character has a different pattern and a different genre in it. So these are all the types that we talked about: digital humanities, digital fiction, and then young adult fiction, war novels, science fiction, proletariat, post apocalyptic, monster stories, magic realism, detective novels, sentimental novels, gothic novels, things, and then regional novels, fiction, and fantasy novels, epic novels, Bildungsroman Roman novel, biographical novel, epilogue, adventure novel, epistolary novels, picturesque novels were the part of today's session. So if you have any question, any query, you may reach me out in the comment section below. So stay happy, stay tuned, start reading, keep reading, and start interacting with each other and make the lives for others as peaceful. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye bye.